Hey guys, how's it going? It is MrCrayfish and welcome back. Today, I'm going to be showing you guys how you can create your own custom weapon inside of Minecraft. Now this mod today is super duper awesome because it allows you to create your own unique laser weapons. And it basically adds in this blueprint block, which is basically like a 3D creator. And then you take the blueprint and you put it into a printer and it will print out your weapon. So hopefully you guys are excited for this video today, and if you do enjoy it, make sure you guys remember to go ahead and I did that a little bit too early there, snap that like button right in half. But let's go ahead, let's check out this mod right now. Alrighty, so you might have noticed that I was actually holding this weapon here in the intro of the video. So this is a custom gun that I have made, and I actually designed this myself. So I spent a little bit of time here. We're going to create another gun in this video today because I want to show you guys how you can actually create one for yourself. You know, we're checking out the mod, so I'm going to show you guys how you can actually create one. But have a look at this. So if we actually right click here. So if you notice there, when we actually right click, it will fire a laser. Now, depending on how you actually build your gun, it will have different properties. Now, this has actually got quite a quick fire rate, but you can actually change around the fire rate depending on, you know, the actual design of the gun. And I'll be showing you guys what each different kind of, you know, pixel on the gun will do and how it will affect the properties of the gun. So this is pretty cool. So if we actually go ahead and let's find like an animal or something that we can shoot this thing at, because it is quite powerful. It is quite powerful. So there should be some sort of animal over here. Animals, where you at? Where you at? I just want to say hello. You know, I'm not trying to do anything mean. Hello, Mr. Cow. How you doing? It's a nice, beautiful Sunday morning. I just want to show you this weapon. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Watch this. So it pretty much kills them instantly. And again, there are properties which allow you to actually change the damage of the laser weapon as well. So I'll show you guys what you can actually do to achieve that. But let's go back to my mansion here and let's start creating a brand new gun. Alright, so let's head up to the top of my mansion here. And let's have a look. Where are we at? Here we go, here we go. So this is basically the blueprint creator, and as you guys can see, this here is actually the gun I created, and this is the one that I'm holding right now. So it actually displays it like a hologram, which is really cool. I think it's a little bit glitched with the shaders, but it's still kind of working. See, like here in this direction it kind of looks a little bit weird, but when we're over here it looks completely fine. Alrighty, so I've taken it inside here just so there's no kind of lighting effects. I think that's just something to do with Optifine and shaders. But as you guys can see, there is these 4 buttons on the front of the machine here. And right now the yellow one is selected. Now, I just want to quickly mention there is a slight issue with this mod and the right arm of the player model. It's kind of a little bit glitched, but maybe I'll be able to get the mod developer to introduce support to obfuscate my library. But as you guys can see, on the front of this creator here, we have 4 different buttons. So right now the yellow one is selected. We have like a gray one, so if we actually click it, it's going to select it, a dark gray, and then also a blue. And this basically selects the pixel that you're going to be putting into the creator at the top here. So if we actually go ahead and select the yellow one here, and then we kind of right click up in this area here, as you can see, we are you know, placing this actual pixel down, and we can actually build the kind of shape of our weapon. So if you're kind of familiar with kind of creating models in Minecraft, maybe you have used my model creator before, you should be kind of familiar here with, you know, we've got different elements on here. So if we right click, you actually add one. If we left click, we can actually get rid of a pixel on there. So if you do make a mistake, you can actually get rid of it. Now depending on the pixels you use in your model here, so the yellow ones here, if you add these yellow ones into your model, they'll basically increase the fire rate. So I think it's up to 20 of these pixels will increase the fire rate. After that, it won't kind of increase, it would just be the maximum limit. If you add in the light grey one here, this will actually increase the max damage of the weapon here, so we might add some of them in. I'm actually going to do a brand new weapon here. I just want to show you guys just kind of like a really basic weapon, and then let's go ahead and we'll create like a more advanced weapon after it. this dark grey one here. Let's go ahead and click that. Oh, sorry, I made a little mistake there. The light grey one will actually decrease the damage. If you add in this dark grey one, it will actually increase the damage. So you most likely want to put a lot of these dark grey ones on your weapon to make sure it has maximum damage. And then finally, this blue one at the end here will actually increase the maximum ammo. Now, I'm not really sure what the ammo is here, but I will figure it out in a second. But we can go ahead and we can add some of those blue onto there. And this is going to increase the maximum ammo that this weapon can have. And is that right? All right, hold up. We need one more pixel at the back here. And oops. There we go. I think that's looking pretty good. So I've kind of created like, I don't know, a sort of lightsaber here. So this is just a basic weapon. I am going to create a more advanced one in a second here. I just want to show you guys the basics of this. So we also need to go ahead and grab a printer now. It's a little bit hard to see in the GUI here, but let's place that down. And then we need to go ahead and shift right click the creator here, right click onto the printer here. Now I think there's a little bit of a bug in shaders. And then if we go ahead and what happens, so it is technically on it, and what we need to do is actually grab out a lever here and give it some power, and it's actually going to build the weapon. So as you can see, there's our weapon. If we right click that, we now have our 3D printed space gun. That's what the mod calls it, a space gun, but it actually is like, you know, a laser here. Now there's a little bit of glitch with my arm here, but this is probably the most epic weapon you will see. And as well, if you actually go into third person here, the arm will actually rotate, and it reminds me of my weapon mod. Sorry, reminds me of my gun mod, because I do exactly the same thing inside of that. But let's go ahead, let's fire it right now. Okay, so this is quite a slow firing weapon compared to my other one here. So if we actually have these side by side, you'll notice that this one fires really quickly. If we try to spam fire this one, you can see that it actually has a really slow fire rate, and that is due to you know, it not having a lot of the yellow blocks on it. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and let's create a more advanced gun. Now, if you guys want to create a really detailed model, this is what you have to do. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get this light gray here. Now, when you're designing this, what you want to do is actually put your handle on the left side of the display here. Otherwise, when you actually render it in your hand, it's not going to be correct. So let's go ahead and we're going to fly up here actually, so we can actually get it nicely centered here. Alright, so that's looking pretty good so far. What we're going to do is extend that up here. Basically, we're going to create some sort of pistol looking model here, which should be pretty cool. So I'm kind of like creating a handle at the top here. It's kind of a little bit, it's a little bit hard to see. I should say that the designing is a little bit awkward, but maybe that will be improved in the future here. Let's keep going. Maybe up to this height should be good. Yo, my weapon is not looking too bad so far. Let's go ahead and we're going to add in kind of like a trigger here. So we might just do something like this. That's looking pretty good. And we might also add, maybe we could add like just some yellow at the back here. So let's grab the yellow. We're going to get rid of that, add that there, and then we'll also get the blue. Do one over to the right of it there. And yeah, that's a pretty good gun. That is a pretty good gun. So what we're going to do is now get a printer and print this out. So printer, not from my device mod. There's so many different types of printers. Let's pop that down there. And let's grab the blueprint here. Let's pop it onto that and then power it up. And there we go, it is now printing my gun. So as you can see, it's even got an animation on this. So we can just watch this here actually build. And that is really cool, I'm not gonna lie. So the mod author definitely put a lot of work into this. I still, I feel like there is a bit of, polishing up to do on this mod just to make it a little less buggy and a lot more smoother. But as you can see, have a look at this thing. Oh wow, this is a very big weapon. I'll tell you right now, this is a very big laser weapon. But let's see how fast this thing will actually fire. Okay, this thing is really fast. This thing is super duper fast. So I'm pretty sure we actually maxed this out. So that's why I'm able to fire really super fast here, because as I said, the maximum is pretty much 20 of those blocks, and we, you know, clearly added more than 20 in this. Let's go ahead. Taste my laser, sheepy. But that, my dudes, is going to end off this video today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you want to download this mod, link in the description below. Go check it out. Leave the mod author some suggestions. Maybe let them know that I reviewed this mod. That would be really cool. But I will catch you guys later. If you haven't already, make sure you snap that like button, and I'll see you guys for some more epic videos. Peace.